opinions of individual shows or DJs do not necessarily reflect those of NBR Radio. Please keep in mind this is entertainment and intended for the listener with a sense of humor.
Portions of this program may not be suitable for those under the age of 18. Parental guidance is suggested.
Beer30 is when you walk into a bar or a VFW, and in that 30 seconds, you can already tell.
That guy right there is drunk, that guy's an idiot, and that guy down there knows it all.
There are programs out there beyond the VA.
Many nonprofit organizations. The Beer30 Show.
It's the Beer30 Show. Made by veterans.
For veterans.
All right, yeah, I'm pumped. We just, I just reconnected with a good friend of mine that did the whole Paralympic skiing thing with me for a couple of years, and we have him on the line with us today. Everybody, I was gonna say, let me. I gotta give you a good introduction here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. It is the U.S. Paralympic / X Games skier, Josh Elliot.
Oh yeah, what up? In the house. You guys have a lot of fun on this show, huh?
Oh yeah, we do.
This is awesome. All right.
Yeah.
We try to at least. Joel's giving me more responsibility, so I don't have as much fun as I used to.
He's in charge of the like video and stuff. Ooh.
Well, right on.
So Josh, I haven't talked to you for a while, so some of these questions that I have written up, hey, they might have changed. I might be able to answer them myself, but hey, it might have changed.
Well, I can elaborate pretty well.
You know what? The floor is yours, my friend. Tell us a little bit about everything.
I've given speeches to Marines on how to use a broom and dustpan that have lasted a good half an hour. So, I can waste time.
Did you have to speak in phonics for them?
No, but you definitely have to put down the exact military jargon. Hello, my name is Sergeant Joshua Elliot. Your period of instruction today will be on sweeping.
Well, you know what? That makes a lot of sense with Marines, because the most of the time you guys only know how to play with guns and work out in our gyms. Okay, if you didn't know, yeah. I'm ex-Navy, and former Navy, and one of my biggest qualms was every time I was wanting to go work out in the gym, and I was on an LHA, so every time I wanted to work out in the gym and the Marines were on there, I had to go at like 2:00 in the morning just to work out, because that's when the machines were open.
That's when the Marines are playing Halo.
Marines
down in the bottom of the ship doing nothing, playing Halo, hanging out. That's hilarious. I spent time on the USS Cleveland, LPD, and yeah, we got good use out of the well deck and out of the top side on the flight line and the gym whenever we could. There was about 4 machines in there, but they were always taken, mostly by us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about how it normally goes.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just watching you guys talk. Go ahead. I'm just listening.
With Navy and Marines, we'll sit there and talk all day, Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Beer30. I'm drinking. We just had awards for U.S. Not U.S. World Cup finals. We had about 15 different countries represented here in Aspen, Colorado. We just got done with awards. The U.S. adapted girls took overall out of all the countries, so that was really, really good for them.
Yeah.
We missed it. The Russians got us by just a few points.
Oh, wow. And the Russians
Yeah.
are pretty good, man.
Yeah, they are. They are. Good ones to beat. But overall, I mean, great time racing up here, being with all these guys and skiing around. Did you know I got a second place in the GS? This is my first. Okay, so let me back up. All right. I just recently got named onto the U.S. Paralympic Adaptive Alpine National Team.
Okay, so
And-
since you're on the national team, it's
Yes.
okay for you to say that you're on the U.S. Paralympic team because
True. Okay. Because I will be going.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty much
I'm not
guaranteed
going to
a spot.
guarantee it, Josh, but I'm going to tell you, pretty much. It's almost it's
well-
a good deal.
Coming from you, Joel, I can take that to the bank, bro.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You've been there. But yeah, so as per tradition, you know this. As a new member to the team and my first World Cup, the previous newest member gets to cut my hair. And
yes.
it was Tommy Walsh and Jamie Staton. And they carved out a bullseye on the back of my head, man. They chopped my hair all up, and it actually looked pretty good. And the thing about it is you can't cut that either till you podium at a World Cup,
Right.
or the end of the season. I didn't have that haircut for 24 hours, Joe. I got second in the GS the first day of the World Cup, dude.
Yeah, you know
Big
how
ol-
you beat that, Josh?
Yeah! Woo!
How you beat that, Josh, is you
Get
just
first.
go bald. They
Well, I
asked-
had to. It's not,
They was
Yeah,
gonna
I
cut
cut-
my
I cut it
hair,
off.
and I told them, "What do you want? You want to cut my pubes?" You know, they're like, "Nah, that's okay." So that's how you beat that.
oh, no fun, Joel. No, it's all. I was proud of my haircut. I was real proud of my haircut because it's a rite of passage thing. We do the same thing, like being a shellback or a polywog or whatever. You get out there across the not the internet. What is it? The equator, right?
The equator or the international date line, or there's a whole bunch of
Pretty
different
sure-
things you can do. Yeah, like you get the
Suez Canal.
shellback, the golden shellback,
yeah.
the platinum shellback, all that.
And
kind of stuff.
that's just a haze fest, if anything.
And I'm sitting here looking at Joel's face while I talk about this. He's like, "What the heck are you guys talking about?"
Hey,
Oh,
I'm just,
yeah.
I was just,
He's a
hey, I was
polywog,
letting
man.
Josh
Just
have his
a lowly
stage.
polywog, bro.
He is a polywog. I think he needs to go meet King Neptune and do one of those embarrassing things.
Yes, I love it. I think this is a start to a good plan. Good plan.
I think we all need to get together one day and give him a shellback initiation.
I like it.
So, Danny, you go ahead and ask your first question.
My first question or
Yeah.
your first question? Because I don't think we've done your first question yet.
Well, no, my first question was to kind of tell a little bit about himself, and he was talking about the good news about how he made the team and how he got the haircut and stuff, and
Yeah.
don't worry, we got the cry bawling questions at the end, so don't worry, Josh. You have fun now. We're gonna really twist the string
Twist the
here
nipple.
pretty soon. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
That's fine.
I guess I got to ask this one. So, how many
Okay.
months do you spend away from home for training and racing and skiing, not in drinking?
Oh, okay. Well, generally, me and my wife spend about 6 months apart, from November to mid-April. I try to, stick around for at least my birthday, which is October 30th, and then my Alive Day, which we'll probably cover kind of later, but April 18th. I try to be back home for that because they're kind of special dates. And then throughout the summer, there's different training camps and stuff. Last year I was in New Zealand. This year we're going down to Chile, and we're going to be skiing down there. I'm living down in San Diego now, so Mammoth Mountain isn't too far away. I'll be home for a little bit. Then I think I'm going to take a couple weeks and head up to Mammoth and and probably be up there through May until Sam gets out of school. Yeah, but lots of training. So, I mean, I'm definitely on the snow probably upwards of 200 days a year. You know, so I mean, I'm really only home about a third of the year. And the closer and closer we get to 2018 Olympics, the less time that's going to be. You know, I'm going to get all the time I can on snow. I'm going to get all the training in that I can, and you know, I'm really going out to win. And so that means sacrificing everything for the sport, and that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do.
Awesome. And you know, Josh, you said something about you're back in San Diego, and that are you training still in Aspen, or are you training in Mammoth?
No, I'm training in Aspen. So okay. I live and train in Aspen from November to April.
Okay.
And then I move back to San Diego, and I'll probably be in San Diego a couple weeks. And then I'll go up to Mammoth for a few weeks, not really to train, more or less just to ski around and just have some more time on snow. But, you know, just being on snow is training, you know, whether you're dropping something really steep or getting out of your comfort zone, you know, whatever it is, or just basically working on drills, anything. You know, it doesn't have to be gates. It doesn't have to be with a coach. You can definitely do some self-training. It's not as good as having coaches and having video and all that good stuff, but you know, it's definitely still time on snow, and I think it counts.
Right. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Most definitely. I remember the days. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the root thing that I wanted to talk about, that I really wanted to bring you on, is we've got about 100 and so listeners, and we keep getting we keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger because of what our mission is. And
awesome.
One of the things on our mission that we do is we bring notable people like yourself on Friday, and we talk to them about their recovery stage. If you could tell the listeners kind of a short, nice story about, you know, the time that you got hurt to the time of your recovery stage. I mean, I'm sure that there's veterans that are either at Walter Reed. I think Walter Reed is still open. There's either veterans at Walter Reed, or there's other veterans that just, let's say they just got hit right now in Iraq or in Afghanistan, and they're thinking to themselves, I don't want to live. Because I know a lot of us, when we got first hurt, we didn't want to live after that. And because of sports, because of different things, we figured out a way to march on, if you will. So my question to you is, explain to, just if you had to, tell the veterans what you would say if you was there in the hospital room to talk to them. I'm giving you this time, Josh, before we run out of time. I'm giving you this time. I want you to motivate. I want you to say something that is so inspiring that me and Danny think that we can run across the room and just run right into the bricks. You know, I want you to, I mean, I want to feel it, man. I want my listeners out there to be crying.
Joel, hey, I was in the Navy, Joel. All you have to do is say beer, and I'll do that.
Oh man. Well, you know, Joel, you've been there. I've been there. You know, I served in Afghanistan. I have a real heart for the Iraqi people. Served there as well. Did a lot of time overseas. I mean, I've been, you know, I took a mule and went to all different kinds of countries. And, you know, the biggest thing, you know, I was like, what we did protecting America and doing our job and stuff, you know, we signed on the dotted line. We definitely took the risk. And, you know, I fight for the person next to me, and I fight for my brothers, and I fight for my people back home. But when I see the oppression of the Middle Eastern and I'm not talking about the bad guys we were fighting. I'm talking about the families, the people who are just trying to live and trying to get by. I'm just brokenhearted for them, and I mean I'm glad, man. It's hard. I'm not glad. I'm proud of what I did.
Right.
I am proud of what I did. I'm proud of the service that I had, and every day, I run into people who talk to me and they're proud. Like the biggest thing, like America is proud of us. There's a small majority of people who put out a bad vibe and put up a stink and it looks bad and it's political and it's all this other crap. But in general, they're happy that we're over there fighting, and the war's not in our backyard. That it's not, our houses and our families that are having people come in and terrorism afoot and whatever. Like we deal with it on a global basis and on large scale attacks and things like that. But we don't have to worry about, that guy that's going to come into our house with a gun and force us to do something in the middle of the night. That's what they're living with. And I'm glad I was over there. I'm glad I was trying to protect them and help them. But, when I got injured, it was hard, like waking up in the hospital and knowing that I would never walk again, or that I had lost my legs, and I didn't know what that meant for me. I didn't know, how to go on or what to do, but I kind of took it one day at a time, and I seized every opportunity that was given to me.
Right.
I made goals. I made goals for myself. One of my first goals that I made after I got injured was I want to be up standing on my prosthetics when my Marines return home from Afghanistan. And I had 3 months to do it. And so in 3 months, I did all my major surgeries. I did a lot of minor surgeries. I started just pushing myself as hard as I could. But a Marine without a goal, or a Marine without a mission is a lost Marine, And if that means you have to make missions for yourself, I mean, you got to do it. And I was standing on my prosthetics at the armory when my Marines returned home and turned in their weapons. I was the first person they saw, and I got to shake their hand and hug them and say, "Job well done." I was the only person that got injured, and I'm glad. I'm really glad, because that means they did their job. That means I was the only one that had to, go through a traumatic injury like I did. I mean, it was good. Past that, I still didn't know what I was going to do. Like now what am I going to do? What's the next goal? What's the next mission? Right. And originally I wanted to be a pilot. I'd always wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to fly since I was a little kid. I had posters of jets and all kinds of stuff on my walls. And I said, you know what? I want to be a pilot. And so I signed up for airline transportation professionals. I looked into adaptive piloting and stuff, and it was definitely feasible. And I got everything set up and went to the FAA, did my flight examiner stuff, and the FAA sent me a letter back, and they said, don't even try it. They said, don't come near a plane, don't do it until you've been off the medications that you're on right now for a period of no less than 6 months. And so now here I am again, like missionless. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I got introduced to sports. Specifically skiing, alpine skiing. And I was a snowboarder before. I wanted to snowboard again. And, when one thing doesn't work, you got to try something else. And Marla Knox there, a big shout out to her at Balboa Medical Center. She kind of pushed me into the monoski. She said, you have to try it. You don't have legs, Josh. You got to try this adaptive equipment. It's made for you. Right. And I mean, I got up on this thing and it changed my life. It really did. And so since I had nothing to do for 6 months, I just started skiing. And,
That's awesome.
Setting goals for yourself and giving yourself a mission, and then taking opportunities. Any opportunities that come to you, take them, do it, put yourself out there. You never know. Like, some things may suck and you may hate them. You don't have to do them ever again, but you tried it.
Yeah, and that's awesome, Josh. I mean, from the first time that I saw you to now, huge change. Better ability. I mean, it's better everything. We're running out of time, so before we let you go, is there anything like Facebook, Twitter, website. How can listeners follow you?
My website is joshthemonoskier.com, Monoskier.
Okay.
I'm on Twitter at JTMS42.
There you go.
I'm on
All right.
Facebook. Best thing to do to find me, if you just Google my name, is to put Sergeant Joshua Elliot, and that's going to bring up some good stuff. There's some other Joshua Elliots out there, like the Good Morning America news broadcaster and like a porn star or something. But yeah, Sergeant Joshua Elliot. That's the one you want right there.
All right. On your Facebook page, do you have an athlete Facebook page, or is it just your personal Facebook page?
It's my personal Facebook page, but if you just shoot me a little message and say you heard me on the Beer30 with Joel and Brad. I'm horrible with names. I'm sorry.
No worries.
But yeah, just shoot me a little message. I'll be sure to add you. For sure. Sometimes I pick apart people's Facebook when I don't know who they are. So unless you want me to like dig into your life and stalk you a little bit, then.
You'd love my Facebook page then, because all I have on there is jokes.
Oh, all right. I'd friend you. I'd friend you for sure.
Well, I'm one of those that do not put anything personal up there except for every once in a great while.
Yeah.
But I'll tag Joel in like Bronco hating posts.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah. I'm sure he appreciates that.
Oh yeah, he loves it every single time, and especially like that one game where Khalil Mack had 5 different sacks on the Broncos.
Oh man.
I just shared that one recently just to remind him.
Broncos won the Super Bowl, so you can talk all the crap you want. Whatever.
Yeah, but they might have won the Super Bowl, but at least we beat them before they won the Super Bowl.
Well, hey, Josh, we gotta run. We'd love to speak to you much longer, but we're a little bit past that time now. I just wanted to get your story out there because it's inspiring to many, and I really appreciate you coming on the show with us today.
Joel, I love you, man. I'd love to come back if you ever want to have me.
Oh, we're gonna have you back after you get the gold medal in Korea, dude.
Bro, that's like 3 years away.
Okay, well, we'll work on something. All right.
All right. How about when I get the gold at X Games next year? We'll
there you go.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. That's good.
Next time in California, I'll look you up. Okay.
For sure.
All right, Josh. Thanks a bunch, brother. Our secretary will get this information out to you. Okay.
Right on. Simplify.
All right. Awesome. Bye. Awesome. That was a great interview. Couple laughs, couple of inspiring stories. I love that guy, dude. He's not only inspiring, but like every single day, he is like a sunshine. He's like you, dude. He does not see any negative in anything whatsoever at all. And when things are down, yeah, him and his wife, they're a big time pickup. So if you missed the interview, you'll be able to catch the interview around 8. Let's see, it'd be around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll have all that stuff posted. But everybody, that was Josh Elliot, U.S. Paralympic skier / recent X Games qualify. He won too, I believe. He won like the either third or second. So I'm glad that we was able to get him on. We're
rocking the troops 24/7. This is Military Brotherhood Radio.